The movie starts by showing a small group of people standing outside a restaurant. The police arrive and see 4 men lying on the ground hurt. Someone watching tells the police that one man fought them all and beat them within a short period. A man sits in the restaurant. Sheriff Raymond Wood and his deputy go into the restaurant and see Jack Reacher sitting at the counter with some blood on his face. Wood puts handcuffs on Reacher and gets ready to take him away. But Reacher tells Wood that in 90 seconds, the phone will ring, and Wood will be the one in handcuffs, going to jail for taking and selling people who aren't documented to be in the military area. The phone rings, and Wood picks it up, saying his name. Soon after, military police cars arrive and arrest Wood. Later, Reacher talks on the phone with Major Susan Turner, who helped him catch Wood and is surprised to find out Major S. Turner is a woman. He calls her a few times while traveling around and eventually suggests that he owes her a dinner. She agrees and asks when he'll be in D.C. He tells her he'll get there eventually. When Reacher arrives at the military headquarters, he finds Colonel Morgan sitting at Major Turner's desk. Morgan tells Reacher that Turner has been arrested for possibly spying. Reacher talks to Sergeant Leach to find out who's representing Major Turner. Sergeant Leach says she's been told not to give out any information about Turner's case. Reacher then asks who Sergeant Leach would recommend if her commanding officer needed a lawyer. Catching on, she quickly suggests Colonel Moorcroft. Reacher meets with Colonel Moorcroft, inquires about Major Turner. Moorcroft informs him that they discovered a hard drive with classified information in Turner's house. He also brings up a paternity lawsuit filed against the military, alleging that Reacher is the father of a daughter from a woman named Candace Dutton. When Reacher asks about Turner's side of the story, Colonel Moorcroft tells him that he hasn't been permitted to see her yet. Reacher leaves, telling Moorcroft to contact him once he remembers the principles his uniform represents. Moorcroft has a change of heart and gives Reacher a file on 2 soldiers, Sibeli and Merkovich, who were both killed at close range in Afghanistan. It's suspected that Turner may have been involved in their deaths. Meanwhile, from a distance, Reacher is being watched by a man known only as the Hunter. Reacher tails a young woman named Samantha. Eventually, Sam catches on and confronts Reacher for following her. He asks if she is Candace's daughter. Sam assumes Reacher wants her mother because of Candace's past as a sex worker. Upset, Sam walks away from Reacher. The Hunter locates Moorcroft at his residence and violently interrogates him to extract the information he shared with Reacher, before ultimately killing him. Upon returning to the headquarters, Reacher finds Morgan, a few officers, and a lawyer named Lieutenant Sullivan waiting for him. Reacher is accused of Moorcroft's murder and is promptly arrested. While in custody, Reacher notices some individuals arriving, recognizing them as threats to himself and Turner. He requests a sandwich from Lieutenant Sullivan as a distraction and seizes the opportunity to escape. Subduing an officer named Espin, Reacher dons his uniform and heads to Turner's cell. As anticipated, the assailants arrive to eliminate Turner. Reacher swiftly neutralizes them and liberates Turner. Their escape is impeded by pursuing officers, but they manage to flee, using a police car. Reacher and Turner confront Morgan at his home after realizing his involvement in the scheme. They extract the necessary information from him before departing. Later, the Hunter arrives at Morgan's residence and fatally assaults him with his phone, aware that Reacher's fingerprints are on the device. Reacher discreetly reaches out to Leach for assistance. She informs him of Morgan's murder and the incriminating evidence linking him to the crime scene. While examining further details from Morgan's computer, Major Turner discovers surveillance photos, including ones of Sam. Reacher and Turner rush to Sam's foster home, only to find her foster parents murdered. In a moment of self-defense, Sam emerges from hiding with a knife. Reacher and Turner manage to calm her down and take her into their care. Reacher and Turner take Sam to Pembroke, a private school, for her safety, leveraging Turner's connections there. While Sam engages with some of the schoolgirls, she unexpectedly uses her phone, contradicting her earlier claim of leaving it at home. Concerned about being tracked, Reacher and Turner swiftly remove Sam from the situation and discard the phone to avoid detection. Meanwhile, Reacher receives a call from Leach containing information about a man named Daniel Prudhomme, an Afghanistan specialist who witnessed the deaths of Sibeli and Merkovich. Leach also mentions a private military company called Parasource. The trio decides to travel to New Orleans to locate Prudhomme. Sam contributes by retrieving a credit card from a bag she pilfered from one of the schoolgirls, enabling them to purchase plane tickets for their journey. On the plane, Reacher notices 2 contractors from Parasource and incapacitates them to retrieve information from their phones. For the remainder of the flight, Reacher feigns sleep while overhearing Sam discussing with Turner the mystery surrounding her father's identity. Upon arriving in New Orleans and riding a bus, Reacher decides to come clean to Sam about the possibility of being her father, explaining that this connection is why they're being pursued alongside Turner. Initially skeptical, Sam begins to believe Reacher's assertions after he mentions Candace's paternity lawsuit. Reacher and Turner track down Prudhomme to an abandoned building frequented by drug users, following a tip from Prudhomme's wife, who hasn't seen him for months. Turner interrogates Prudhomme, extracting information about the deaths of Sibeli and Mirkovich, as well as insights into Parasource. To ascertain the truth, Reacher and Turner enlist Espin's help to converse with Prudhomme. However, their meeting is ambushed by assassins. Prudhomme is fatally shot during the attack, prompting Reacher to spring into action, engaging and defeating the assailants. Reacher also shields Espin from harm, and they successfully evade the assailants. Reacher, Turner, and Espin rendezvous with other military officers at a base to confront General Harkins, the CEO of Parasource. Turner accuses him of illicitly selling weapons to insurgents, alleging that the crates being unloaded by his men are empty. However, upon inspection, some crates surprisingly contain actual arms, much to Turner's astonishment. As Turner faces imminent arrest, Reacher investigates an open crate and discovers hidden opium among the weapons, leading to Harkness's apprehension. Shortly afterward, Reacher receives a call from the Hunter, who reveals his intention to pursue Sam. The Hunter explains that Sam's actions, such as ordering room service using one of her stolen credit cards, have raised suspicions and flagged her location. Reacher and Turner hurry back to the hotel to rescue Sam. Spotting the Hunter and his accomplices from the window, Sam seizes the chance to flee during a Halloween parade. With Reacher and Turner in pursuit, they chase through the bustling streets. Along the way, they eliminate the Hunter's henchmen. Their pursuit culminates on the rooftop, where the Hunter holds Sam at gunpoint, threatening to harm her. Reacher, opting to disarm the Hunter, relinquishes his weapon and kicks it towards him. This diversion allows Sam to execute a move she learned from Turner, snatching the gun from the Hunter's grasp. In the ensuing struggle, Reacher engages the Hunter in a fierce altercation, ultimately breaking his neck and sending him tumbling off the edge of the building. With Turner's name cleared, she is reinstated to her former position. She and Reacher vow to stay in touch and plan to have dinner together. Sometime later, Sam finds Reacher in a diner. Reacher is prepared to determine whether she is truly his daughter, but Sam concludes that she is not, citing a moment where Candace served Reacher coffee, and neither of them recognized each other. Eventually, they bid each other farewell, with Sam tearfully embracing Reacher and slipping a phone into his pocket. He receives a text message from Sam's phone asking if he misses her yet. Reacher smiles, and the movie ends.